and ideas expressed on the following program are strictly those of the host.
Have you ever thought about the science behind astrology? It's more than what the future's all about. It's time for a visit with Andrea Gehrz, Astrological Detective. This hour includes astrological predictions, personal stories, and some crazy experiments. Get ready for a unique ride. Now, here's Andrea Gehrz.
Good morning and welcome to the...
Are you feeling out of control? Are bad relationships, anger, depression, and lifestyle overwhelming you? You can choose to release the belief systems that have kept women stuck for years. Tune in to the power of an unstoppable woman.
As observers of natural design, astrologers are keen watchers. One profound way to gain a belief in the effect of outside influences is by watching the changes that are 1 year, one turn of the sun. Even the most simple astrology teaches us that the sun will walk through each of the 12 signs in 1 year. Horoscopes in the daily newspaper know this, for instance. While modern culture acknowledges and speaks of 4 seasons, spring, summer, fall, and winter, the avid astrologer will notice 12 distinct periods. The sun stays in each sign for about 1 month, and in this time, the trained watcher can observe many effects, not limited to the color spectrum of sunrise and sunset, changes in air quality, effects on nature, growth of certain body systems, human behavior, and more. Let's take a deeper look. Not only can plants be seen stretching up to the sun, so can tiny creatures and people. When the sun is in the red sign of Aries, the sunlight and vapors take on a reddish tone. We can imagine that these changes in sunlight act on the infrared spectrum. For instance, suppose a rainbow appears on the horizon. Under Aries sunlight, we might notice that the red line of the rainbow is rather pronounced. This would be observable evidence of the astral forces at work. Notice the sun in Taurus. The sunrise and sunset will emit sepia tones and light greens. What appears on the ground will also reflect these colors. During Gemini season, rainbows display a strong blue frequency. When the sunrise occurs, the sky is also marked by a bright blue sky color. Cancer emits off-whites and peach tones. Leo brings bright oranges, creating the most sunny of all sunrises and sunsets. Astrologers even comment that the sun is at home in Leo. Virgo is marked by clay greens and metallic blues. Libra, neutral greens and pastels. Scorpio, deep reds and blacks, and Sagittarius, yellow. These colors can be observed in the general sky and most markedly during sunrise and sunset. Capricorn offers a dark, cold period marked by castor browns and black. Aquarius brings an airy blue turquoise frequency, and Pisces weeps rain through a full color spectrum. In fact, many rainbows appear under Pisces, as the whole spectrum is at play. Pisces then leads back to the reds of Aries. Now let's take a look at the interplay of the elements through one cycle of the sun. Now, different things are set to bloom under each sign. For instance, if we take a walk under the red Aries sun, we can notice several varieties of bright red flowers in full bloom. These plants are pulled forth to open up when the light is compatible with their nature. This is also true of people and animals. Suppose a person is born with an Aries sun. Imagine the cones and rods in the eyes tuned to the red frequency. Now, when the sun moves into this frequency, the Aries person also begins to bloom. In fact, on a person's birthday, They are literally basking in their own personal light. The sun will be at a similar frequency as their birth moment. Just like a flower, the person will open up and show their true colors. For an Aries person, they might do this by wearing red, getting feisty, and much more. Observing the color spectrum of friends and family through one turn of the sun can be quite enlightening. As the sun tramples along and conjoins natal planets, people often naturally wear the colors reflected in their chart. As mentioned, when the sun enters each sign, the nature of the sun vapors change. Ancient authors propose that astrology works in large part from the inhalation of sun vapors and the quality of light emitted under each sign. From a physical perspective, we can observe the changes in weather and how they feed the human form. When the sun's in Aries, the sunlight is red, hot, dry, and uplifting. This variety of air can be imagined as feeding the reds inside the body, especially the muscles in the top third: head, brainstem, eyes, arm muscles, and so on. When the sun shifts into Taurus, the air becomes more dense and earthy. The tones change to earthy hue, vapors become more thick. The human form takes in dense vapor matter at this time, feeding the skin, bones, cartilage, and fingernails in the top third of the form. People born under Taurus will embody this presence. From a more general evolutionary perspective, we could say that every creature must grow each body system. This is how we recycle flesh, fluids, matter. We grow new cells under each light frequency. One turn of the sun provides each of us with a full cycle of growth. Gemini vapors feed the lungs and the blues of the throat chakra, and they oxygenize the blood. Cancer grows the waters of the upper third, including the pleura around the lungs, the stomach, armpits, and so on. Leo rejuvenates the muscles of the beating heart, and the oranges feed the will chakra, also the flanks and solar plexus. Virgo reaches the intestines and the pancreas and the earth structures in the middle third. Libra replenishes the kidneys, and so on and so forth. It goes all the way down the body. So in one turn of the sun, we see that the whole human form is rejuvenated. In fact, they say that babies actually take 1 year to develop, 9 months in utero, and then 3 more months outside where they can complete their physical formation. Now, if each sign brings a different quality of light, we can extrapolate the effects to behavior. Astrologers study the quality of time. We can imagine that each sun sign brings a different mood or feeling down through into human life. Aries brings spring fever. Taurus is more peaceful. Birds chirp, people remain calm, and plants rest between blooms. Gemini floods us with fresh air. People take walks, gab, make phone calls, email, all while basking in the crisp, clean air. Cancer, the crab, brings watery summer humidity. The air becomes thick, as do emotions. We celebrate safety and unity under the summer waters through Independence Day. Now Leo houses a blazing orange sun and brings the hottest heat, accompanied by wily behaviors: boating, tubing, motorcycle riding. Virgo turns the air as practical as people begin preparing for school, shopping, school supplies, dialing it in. Libra is to interact as we begin the school year. Neutral, harmonious interchanges mark the fall term as we get to know new people and treat our neighbors kindly. Scorpio brings the dark rains of Halloween. During this time, we expose our depths, wear scary costumes, and enjoy lamenting in the darkening light. Sagittarius all of a sudden brings uplifting air as the leaves turn yellow and purple. The air becomes fiery again and people get restless. They love to travel under the rays of the archer. We take off from school and give thanks for all the good things in life. Thanksgiving. Capricorn showers us in true darkness. Under the goat, we live with a true lack of light. The bones in our bodies solidify and we get tired. Not inclined to do much, we celebrate the passing structures of the year and take in new ones. We give and receive useful gifts. We lament the lack of light and get serious and go inward. Aquarius brings fresh new growth. The leaves of the trees, new ideas for the school group, political commentary. During this time, we celebrate the group that has formed throughout the school year. Who are we? What have we built together? Pisces allows us to clean out from the year. The sky pours down slippery, mutable rain while we weep and snuggle. During Pisces, we flush out and prepare for the new solar year, and people get weighed down with sniffles, destined to be squishy under the fishes. Excuse me? Yeah, I'm wondering, is my blue hair because of my sun, my moon, or my rising? I'm just green all the time. Why am I just green all the time? My colors never change. I've been like this since my name is Snookums. I haven't gotten my eye colored yet. What does that even mean? Big joy, big joy. Neither of my parents are blonde, and I'm blonde. How can that be? I read online that Gemini is yellow, and I insist on putting that on all my charts. How could I be wrong?